Hey everyone, welcome to Shelter on Base. I am Therese Vinal, joined by Kuiper, Carmen Kiew, Anthony Garcia. Wave, say hello, everybody. Say hi to your friends, say hi to your mom, Anthony. Make sure we're all good because it's Sunday.
Hey, everyone make a
and
cool
I'm
face.
happy to. Oh, we need a thumbnail.
Yeah, for the thumbnail for me.
Oh, for the thumbnail.
Great stuff. Thanks, guys. Get back to real podcast business here, Therese.
Make sure you like and subscribe this channel for great content just like that. I'm also happy to report that it's Sunday and we're all alive. So congrats, everybody. And if you're a Niners fan, then you get that joke.
We made it.
I don't get it at all. I was like, wait, what is she talking about?
Don't worry about it, Carmen.
Head coach is a nihilist.
I don't even get that joke.
The Niners head coach got really weird when trying to avoid a question, and everyone on Twitter gave him flack for it.
Wait, what? Can
Basically, so what happened was someone asked him, like, can you guarantee Jimmy Garoppolo is going to be on the roster on Sunday? And he was like, I can't guarantee anybody's going to be alive come Sunday. And we were all like, wait, what?
Everyone was like, whoa, bro. I know you're trying to skirt the question, but like, whoa, pump the brakes.
It got
Kyle
dark Shanahan?
real quick.
Is that who it is?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow, I know things.
See?
Points for Carmen for getting that. So in honor of the last couple of days being the NFL draft, I know this is our baseball show, but we're going to have a little fun with this. And we're going to do some buy, sell, trade of all things that happened in the last two series. So you could be buying what some, thing about the Giants. You could be, I'm sold on something. I want to sell something. I want to trade something. So let's get going. The starting rotation is good as a collective ensemble. Are you buying this or do you feel like this is inflated information?
They're really good. I think they're good. I think they're good. Well, okay. I have a problem. You know how Anthony texted our group thread that he needs
Why
to
do my group thread texts always get put on blast?
Always. It's baseball related. It's baseball related. You said you needed to see more from Mauricio Dubon. I need to see more from Logan Webb because while I think he gets it done, it seems so hard. You know what I mean? Like he can never go from like point A to point B. It's like he needs to take a little bit of a journey.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I think he's good, but he has a lot of growing to do. It just seems like a big struggle bus when he's driving. So
it'll be interesting to see what happens when Johnny Cueto comes back to the rotation. And then maybe, NL West championship, here we come. Are you buying that? That's a big, overreaction, which was said by Carmen Kiew kind of sort of on 4:30. It was first place, baby, from the person who is the most realist person as part of this group.
Who timestamped that?
I did.
Okay.
I was like, I am marking this.
Not only are the Giants the top of the NL West, which is weird because they lost 2 games to the Padres, people within their division, but they're tied with the Brewers for the best record in the National League, which is like, wait, what? Because wait, what? Like, I just don't understand how they've done this.
Who is this team? I know.
What witchcraft is this?
Sorcery.
It's sorcery. It's just kind of like you said, wait, what is the best way to describe this? How did they get here? What happened to the other teams? And is this sustainable? I don't know.
I feel like I've taken acid.
What are you saying, Cole?
Now.
Yes, but I have no proof or data to back that statement up.
The internal optimist, everybody.
In my heart, I don't think it's sustainable, but I'm still going to say it is.
That's stupid, but admirable.
So I'm going to be Therese and I'm going to play both sides of the coin.
You know what? You get buzzed for that. All right.
Leave the show.
Leave the show. Mute. Go ahead.
The optimist in me says, you know what? They're beating the teams they're supposed to beat, which is what you're supposed to do. But they're doing that, right? You don't become the best team in the National League without beating up on Colorado and beating up on Miami and beating up on Philadelphia. But the Carmen side of me, the realist side of me, and Cole, your dad said it, Dwayne said it, I don't know if it was on Giants Talk or on one of the games. He called the Padres series a report card series or a progress report series. And the Giants playing the Padres, one of the best teams of the NL at full strength, and they lost 2 out of 3. And the hitting was a little lacking. They couldn't get that clutch hit. So they're beating the teams that they're supposed to beat, but against the better teams, it's But
Counterpoint.
I will take 17-11 and the best record in the National League
Counterpoint.
right
They
now.
took the last series against the Padres.
True.
So they're
True.
beating teams they're also not supposed to beat. And
True.
I guess we'll
Yeah.
see when the Padres come, or when they play the Padres when they come back here. Are they playing the Padres?
I feel
Next
they're
week,
playing
yeah.
the Padres again. How
I'm
many
down.
times are you want it?
Anthony,
You want
Yeah.
you want some?
You want some?
Anthony, if this was a progress report series, I'm on the other side. I walked away from this
Ooh.
progress report series impressed and stoked. I mean, the two losses were close games until
Yep.
that last inning on Saturday where it kind of got blown open after it got away from them. And then we trounced them in Sunday's game
True.
in a little bit of hitting difficulties, but we made Tatis Jr. look like a punk out there. And that's who I was most afraid out of. Giants pitching looked confident. The batting wasn't as bad as I think it could have been with how good the Padres roster is. We haven't seen the Dodgers yet, but if this is how we're facing up against the Padres, I ain't scared of no Dodgers.
Ooh, bold. I
Dodgers
like it.
had a rough go anyways. Like today they did pretty well, but the Dodgers are not winning like they were at the beginning of the season. So I kind of feel like there's a chance. There's a chance.
Yeah, I'm
Everyone
looking at it
needs
right
to
now.
keep a reminder that it's still the beginning of the season. It's May 2nd.
Whatever.
Seasons are only 60 games these days.
Stop
That's
the
right.
count. Stop the count.
If anything, the Dodgers national championship has taught us it's a 60 games counts, right? Right. Mm-mm.
Yeah, you get a sliver of a trophy.
You get a sliver of a trophy. Buying or selling? Are you buying the fact that Buster Posey is back?
Yeah.
I bought the farm. I put
bought
everything I got on GameStop and Dogecoin. Am I pronouncing that right?
Doge.
Whatever Elon Musk is telling me to buy, I'm buying all the Buster Posey stock. He's back, baby. I'm looking at his stats right now. 6 home runs, 9 RBI. He's hitting 359. He has an OPS over 1,000, over 1,100. Buster's back, man. I think all of us were like, this is the end of the line, but maybe it was just an injury. Maybe he was hurt the whole time. He had a whole year off. He's got twin girls. He feels great and invigorated. Buster for MVP. It's 2012 all over again.
I will say, if you have a year off, you better come back fresh as a freaking daisy. Because like I'm not having like a year off PTO and then coming back and being like, I don't remember the password to the computer. Okay? You better pick it up. I just, I'm happy, but I'm glad they dropped the thing where they start putting Buster at first. Like, I hate that. Like, just either give him a day off or, play him. And then, okay, shut up, Cole. I can see
you hate Buster taking over the first base position.
Face. I know you so well now that I can see your face when it's starting to troll me before you've even said any words.
Damn it, I'm really bad at poker.
Yeah, but
Or just
I
turn your
think
video
Buster's
off.
doing great. I buy it, like I think they finally figured out the sweet spot of how to play him, how to rest him, and
where to put him in the rotation too.
where to put him in the rotation. Like, I think they've cracked the Buster code. So I'm into it. I'm what is that, a buy?
You're buying.
I'll buy.
You're buying. You're buying.
I'm pushing my chips into the center.
There you go.
I will
Whoa.
round it off with a third buy. The biggest contract for a catcher in baseball history is JT Realmuto with 5 years, $115 million. Let's give that to Buster now.
Resign him. Resign him right now.
5 years. Roll up the Brinks truck.
Start the campaign now. I'm entrusting you, Cole, since you are the the president of the Buster Posey fan club. So
That's right.
get this going. Are you sold on the fact that the Giants are a win now team and no longer we'll win later? We got farm players. Nobody.
I'm gonna hedge. I'm gonna go in the middle. I'm gonna hold.
You can't do
on.
that.
I'm gonna hold on to this stock for a while. I think the Giants have been for the last couple of years of let's wait and see. I remember Madison Bumgarner in 2019 when they actually were competing at the trade deadline, so they held on to Bumgarner. They only traded Will Smith and Mark Melancon. I think they're waiting and see. So are they win now? I think they kind of want the prospects to come up and develop, but I think if they're going to be 17-11, they're going to be in first place. They're going to push their chips depending on the cards they get, and their cards are good right now.
A lot of poker funds.
I would disagree with you in the one sense that they made that trade just this past week. They went and got Mike Tauchman. By the way,
Not
that name is so
Tauchman.
much fun. How many different ways are we going to have fun with like Tauchman, talking with Tauchman, talk, right? Yeah. Talk about it. I think they could have just, stuck it out with the guys that they have, brought up some of the farm players, but they went out and they got a guy, and he's under contract until 2025, I believe. So he's here for the long haul, and he was one of the better hitters for the Yankees in 2019. And the 3-run home run today, we're starting to see some of that suffice. So with them, that was kind of like a sneaky Farhan deal of being like, saying to the team, the clubhouse, hey, we're not just gonna, settle under the rug here and dig our heels into with what we have for cheap players and farm players only. Let's get somebody. So I think that was kind of a little tip of the hand a little bit, in my opinion.
Well, I kind of was like, wonder if Mike Yastrzemski is feeling okay. Like,
that was definitely
I was like,
worrisome.
ooh, you're like really going after somebody that could potentially fill that role that Mike currently or was filling. So I'm a little concerned because the timetable is unclear on Yaz. But I know it's not like super soon, and I think they're kind of like trying to hold the cards close to the vest if we're making more jokes about that, more puns. But it makes me a little concerned, right? Also, not that I thought Wandy Peralta was like doing anything in the bullpen, but like, what are we doing there? Because like, I think we need some help in the bullpen too.
I think they had so many lefties also. I mean, they got Berger, they've got McGee, they've got Selman, they've got Jose Alvarez. It was like, we have all of these lefty pitchers anyway. We might as well give one up, So that's what I think the rationale was for that, at least.
I hate this question because I remember going through it in 2019 where it's like, we know we actually aren't good, but why do the Giants always get good right before the trade deadline? And then the fans get all attached, like, don't trade Bumgarner. Oh no. And then as soon as the trade deadline ends, they just, every time. So like, obviously we're not quite on trade deadline season yet, but look, the Dodgers, they're great. The Padres, they're great. Even the Diamondbacks are good right now. Even if the Giants are good, this is not the time to be good in the NL West.
I mean, don't worry. There's plenty of times to fuck shit up, and they will. Yes, don't worry.
I buzzed her for you, Anthony.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Hey, I've been pretty good. It's like how many minutes in the show? I think that's
I know. You made it this far already.
Fuck yeah, Carmen.
And now it all goes down.
And now it unravels. And Anthony, you brought up a good point. The bullpen is obviously a point of contention. Are you sold on the bullpen right now? Or are you selling pieces of the bullpen because you want something else?
I'm selling stock in the bullpen right now. Unfortunately, the bullpen was kind of the low light, I think, of the week. Gregory Santos gave up 3 runs in the 10th inning against Colorado on Tuesday, and then Camilo Duvall yesterday gave up 3 runs against San Diego. I feel like they're mixing and matching, and they're trying to plug in holes, and it's, on a sinking boat, you plug in one hole and then, water comes in another hole. And it just feels like that's what the bullpen is right now. But they don't really have a lot. Feels like this is what they're going to go for. And Cole and Carmen, you guys both mentioned it. If the team isn't great, they're not going to trade for pieces, right? If they're not contending. So I feel like with them in wait and see mode, that's what they're going to do with the bullpen. This is what we got, and cross your fingers and talk to your higher power, because this is what they're throwing out there.
It almost feels like. Go ahead, Cole.
I think we all assumed, because of how gorgeous the ballpark is and all that, and the Giants were good for so long, that they were going to be able to fill that place up no matter what, no matter how long they rebuilt for. And maybe that wasn't correct. They weren't getting many fans in 2019. Obviously, 2020 was its whole deal. And then this year, the place isn't filling up either. So even if they are selling, even if they aren't truly competing, they have to put something on the field to pretend they are. The fan base is not going to accept the full rebuild, especially not for as long as it's been.
Yeah. Carmen, you were going to say something.
No. Let's move on.
You're just downtrodden and beaten, huh?
Now you're over it.
I just realized that basically everything we're seeing is an illusion. after what Cole said.
No, it's fine. We're fine. We're in first place right now. Right now, May 2nd, we're in first place. And
Yeah,
no
suck it,
one wants to be
Dodgers.
here where we are, right?
And no one can take that away from us ever.
Right.
Freeze this moment in time.
We're the May 2nd champions.
Oh my gosh.
Suck it, Dodgers.
Dave tonight.
And I thought this would be fun just to kind of keep continuing with the draft. Oh, I didn't mean to buzz myself.
Buzz yourself.
I buzzed myself. Continuing with our draft theme here. If you get to draft one Giant to go on a road trip with you, just the two of you in a car, long road trip.
Ooh, wow.
Who are you taking with you? Carmen Kiew. I'm going to guess your answer, but
I didn't take Belt last time. Okay. I took Gabe.
yeah,
Remember?
you did.
Ooh.
So that's why I'm opening up to you. Are you going to take Gabe off the table before his two like number one man crush fans want to pick him?
I'm gonna take Brandon Belt. Come on.
Okay.
I think he'd be fun. He's nasty, but like that sounds weird, but like I just feel like, I feel like he's like dirty and like doesn't care. Like he has no state. Forget it. Just
You
move
think
on.
he
Let's
would
move
put
on.
like his feet on the dashboard kind of nasty?
Yeah, like I
Is that
think
what
he'd
you
be
mean?
fun because he's like not pretentious and he's not gonna be like, let's do something really fancy. He's gonna like, let's eat at this roadside diner and get like Ebola or whatever.
Damn.
He's just, he's a fun boy. He's a fun boy.
He's a fun boy. Cole, you look like you have a good answer. You're ready for this.
So my first question was just going to be current major league roster, correct?
Sure. We can
Okay.
get specific.
Alex Wood. I think Alex Wood seems like a barrel of fun. He gives some great interviews. He's funny in his post game.
Yeah.
He looks like
His
he's
Twitter
having fun on the
avatar is
field.
lit.
His Twitter avatar is, as moms say, lit.
I did say it.
Yes. And he's also one of those guys who I don't feel like I know that well. I don't know him personally. I don't know him he was a Dodger for so long. He's kind of a mercenary around the league. I don't know him that well. I don't think the fan base knows him that well, but seems like a goofy dude. I'd love to hang with him.
Good answer. Good answer, Cole.
Good answer.
Good answer.
Good answer. Good answer.
Anthony, you're just going to wave.
I didn't feel like taking my hand off my mouse on the other hand.
Anthony, who are you putting in the car with you?
Can I pick two? I'm picking two.
No,
Whatever.
you won.
There are no
Yeah,
rules.
you are more Switzerland than I am right now. What's going on?
Who has to sit in the back seat? You have to clarify that.
All right.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna go.
No, the
with,
other person has to sit in the trunk. Go ahead.
Damn.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll sit in the trunk. I'll sacrifice myself.
Okay, that's not how this works.
I would say Gabe, but I think I'd go with. I'm gonna go with Gabe.
Oh my gosh, you're taking my choice.
He seems like he's a real, obviously a smart dude, intellectual dude. I feel like he'd have some great stories. He's lived, he's older than us. So I feel like he's got great life stories and wisdom to impart to me. He's healthy. So I know we're going to be eating healthy on that long car ride. And, as we all know, he's a very handsome man. So if we stop at a local watering hole, I feel like he'd be a great wingman to have next.
You're married. Are we not going to pretend you're married?
Oh, I'm sorry. In this hypothetical world, I can't hang out with Gabe Kapler.
Bring your wife
Yeah,
out. I
Carmen,
want to
this
tell
is
her
a
what you just said.
fantasy situation.
I'm going to say that you want to take.
Oh, I'm
Gabe
sorry. I
Kapler
didn't
out
realize
to
there were all of a sudden
go
there were
fishing.
rules. So now there are rules. Okay.
I'm just saying, very sketch, very sus.
Hey, Anthony, can I be the third there? Can it be you, me, and Gabe?
Yes,
You're in the
it
trunk.
could be.
You're in the
And
trunk,
guess what?
though.
Carmen's not invited.
That's fine
Carmen could
because
have
I don't
fun
have a
with
crush.
nasty
on
Carmen will be in the
No.
trunk.
I don't have
Carmen
a crush
wants
on
to-
Gabe, so I'm fine with not going. What were you gonna say? Go ahead, Cole. You were gonna troll or something. You opened your mouth to say something smart.
Oh, no, I wasn't. I was actually just curious what Anthony's actual third member of that group is.
I
because
was gonna say Buster.
bringing
But
someone along with the manager on a road trip is an interesting choice. It's like, having a teacher outside of school you're hanging out with.
oh man, that would make me a loser.
You're
then,
gonna take Buster. Oh, you guys could reenact that commercial with Boch. Boop boop.
I was just
left.
watching that today.
Boop boop. Turn right.
Good for
Nobody
Boch.
knows
what I'm
tacos.
talking about.
Make that money, Boch, in your retirement.
I guess then I would probably pick the new guy. I'm going to pick Mike Talkman just because he seems like a lively guy and he deserves to have a little bit more. I don't know. I want to get to know him a little bit better and see what he's like. And I hear he's got a really cool dog that he can bring along in the car with us.
What's the dog
husky
situation? Oh, okay.
Yeah, husky. Yeah. Have you guys ever seen that video where the guy is like pretending that if dogs were people, what they would act like? And the husky is like running and he's like, watch me. He like runs across the screen. Hello. Like huskies are just fun dogs like that. And if you have a husky, you got to be like a fun person. So, and everyone has said, at least from the Yankees fans, that he was like a really fun, great guy. So, oh no,
She frozen for y'all?
Well, if she's frozen, I'll jump in from here. Did you guys hear Talkman's Jimmy G story? I mean, everyone heard it.
No,
But
I
how
didn't hear
weird of a
it.
coincidence is that? Like,
Wait, tell me the
he gets
story.
traded to the Giants on draft week when Jimmy G's job's like in flux, and then he like has historical ownage from high school on the poor guy.
Oh my God. Yes, we love that.
Yeah,
Anthony, can you break that story down real quick for Carmen as one of our resident football experts? I will say our official resident football expert.
Official armchair quarterback.
QB.
Thank you. I guess he played Jimmy G in high school football. Welcome back, Therese. We're telling the Mike Talkman high school story with Jimmy G. Played Jimmy G in high school football. He was a defensive back. Jimmy G was the quarterback because Avi, and he intercepted Jimmy G. And this is a big feather in his cap. And he was saying, I guess the story percolated at when the trade happened. And when he got picked up from the airport, he said his driver, I'm assuming it was a Uber or Lyft driver, brought it up to him in the car. And Talkman joked that he hadn't even been in the city for 4 minutes before someone brought up the fact that he intercepted Jimmy G. So it was the perfect marriage of San Francisco sports, in that the new draft pick or the new traded player intercepted Jimmy G in a week when everyone is talking about Jimmy G.
That was a lot of football.
Can you hear me now? I know.
There's
a lot of football for Carmen. So let's move on. And
Carmen's still sad they didn't get Mac Jones.
I don't know who that is.
I know you're a big Mac Jones guy. I know you love Alabama football.
Roll
Did you see that picture where someone switched Mac Jones's hair with Trevor Lawrence's hair? And I can't unsee this now. I can't unsee it. Like Mac Jones looks like a straight up.
I don't want to talk about
girl.
football. I feel dumb. Can we move on?
Okay, we can move on.
Sorry, it's not all about Carmen.
Let's pour one out for the weekend. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yes. I'll wrap up my week with as the mom of the group, I actually had to potty train my son this weekend.
That's exciting.
And so that was fun. And what I learned from that can be applied to this week. Shit happens, but you learn and you move on. So hopefully from the series loss to the Padres, shit happened. We learned from it. We move on. There you go. That's my weekend walk-off moment of zen. Anybody else want to add to it?
Not a weekend walk-off, but I want to pour one out for our friend across the bay, Jesus Lizardo, the Oakland A's left-handed starting pitcher. And Carmen, I know this, and Cole, I know this is one that you guys can relate to. Injured his hand playing a video game. He said he bumped it into a desk. He started on Saturday. He said he felt fine, started on Saturday, didn't pitch well. Then the A's found the hairline fracture. They put him on the injured list. I think we can all relate to bumping your hand while playing a video game.
Wait, what, do we know what video game?
People, there's actually a thread on Twitter where people were trying to guess it. I would say Call of Duty, probably, because that game makes me want to throw my controller through my TV. But Carmen, Cole, as two gamers, what game would make you break your hand?
I play Overcooked a lot, and that makes me violent because I don't understand why I can't do it. Have you guys played Overcooked?
Overcooked ends relationships and friendships.
Yeah, it does. And I've ended a lot of friendships over it because they're not as good as me. So, but I definitely am one of those people that plays and like moves the entire controller in the direction just out of like anxiety of wanting to do it faster. So I can understand how you could break your thumb. You know, I've been very aggressive with my controller. I've had to like replace a lot of pieces of my Switch.
Carmen, I think you're going too easy on him. He most definitely did not bump into anything. This is a
trying to be
wall
nice.
punch because you like hit the wrong button in COD or built wrong in Fortnite kind of injury. This is not a oopsie doopsie.
I mean, it could be. It could
Wasn't
be.
it Affelt that cut his hand like making a sandwich
Making
or
a
something like
sandwich,
that?
right?
Yeah.
Hamburger,
So
separating
Yeah,
frozen
Matt
hamburger
Cain did
patties.
too.
oh my god.
It happens.
Is it-
Like it happens. You can injure yourself. One time I was giving my cat a B12 shot and I was so nervous I gave it to myself by accident.
How
What? How
Carmen,
does that
how
happen?
does that
I was
happen?
like holding the skin taut, right? And I was like not wanting to look because I felt so bad and the cat was like freaking
Why
out.
would you
and
not look where you were putting it?
I just was so nervous. You don't understand when you have to hurt your own animal or like feel like you are. It's just the worst. You wouldn't understand, Anthony.
No, but I guarantee if I was in that situation, I would, look where I was putting it.
Do you think if you didn't work so many shifts at Burger King, you would get a dog or a cat?
Well, that's no Whoppers for you. You know what? You are getting a Whopper and it's coming with saliva. So I hope you like saliva in your Whopper.
It's because of the headset. You look like you work in fast food.
I know,
Drive-through.
very clever.
And that was for all of our podcasters that are listening and don't understand why Carmen's making fun of Anthony, but it's an ongoing
My
joke.
microphone. So you
I
guys
have a
are
headset like that, and I'll be wearing it on future Shelter on Bases in solidarity.
Yeah, Cole, you need to
Perfect.
do it in solidarity with me.
So
That's
one
right.
person collects the cash and the other one gives the food, right?
Pull up to the next window. Thank you.
You're
I'll
only
help
getting
you out.
5 of your 6-piece nuggets, Carmen.
You're not getting any sauces with your chicken nuggets either.
Oh my God, that's actually a crime.
Yeah.
Should
well,
be treated as such.
Shouldn't be talking shit. Shouldn't be talking shit.
What were we
Hey,
talking
your
about?
mom listens to this. Watch your mouth.
It's the end of the
Yeah,
it's the end
you-
of the pod. She's not
I'm
listening.
gonna send her a timestamp of when you cuss.
Carmen, do you have a end of the week moment of zen you'd like to provide for us?
I don't know if it's a moment zen, but I'd like to say what up to API Heritage Month. Hey, what's up? We're celebrating over here and also raising awareness for all the stuff that's going on with AAPI hate. Also, it's Mental Health Awareness Month. Something that I know even like a lot of sports are paying more attention to mental health. And we know Drew Robinson wrote that piece or, was interviewed earlier this year. So just something to keep in mind, it's okay to not be okay. So if you are so angry, you punch the wall and for COD, then that's okay. Things will get better. You're going to be okay. But that's all I wanted to say about that.
Well done, Carmen.
Yeah.
My weekend wrap up, walk off,
Walk off.
right?
Walk off. Yep.
My weekend walk off is I just want to shout out how awesome it has been to see Carmen Kiew on my television on Giants coverage, Giants pre and post. So fantastic. She's crushing it.
Yay.
And, and I don't know. I'm looking forward to maybe seeing her on my TV more down the road.
Yeah,
Well,
Greg
she'll be able to
Greg
do
Papa
that.
said you were hosting soon.
Yeah.
That was
Why
interesting.
are you doing
I
this
thought-
to me, guys?
That was really interesting that Greg Papa said that. I wonder what that has to do with.
I don't
Carmen.
know. I feel like you should know, but if you don't, that's okay.
That was really interesting that Greg Papa says that to you a lot all the time.
Yeah. I mean, we'll have to see, but
Can't wait to hear
like
more
I
about
said,
Greg Papa knows a whole lot of stuff that a lot of us don't. So
like I said, I am not a solo artist. I am much more of a person that would be in a band or an ensemble. So
Yeah,
I don't
you're
know if
like
you guys
the-
know anybody who wants to join in with my stuff. I would love that.
You're like a Chris Kirkpatrick type.
Worst one. How dare you?
That's rude.
That is rude.
No, I'm saying it's you to assume Chris Kirkpatrick is the worst
I'm
one.
not assuming.
Damn.
Therese, can you rank them for us? Is Chris Kirkpatrick the worst one?
Yes.
Is he?
yeah. Are you Googling it? Did you just Google Chris Kirkpatrick is the worst?
He does the voice in that cartoon though, right? He does isn't he in the Fairly Odd Parents?
What?
Is he? Good for him.
I think. My friend
I
Lavina. would
cannot
know this.
believe that you gave me that one. Not. You know what?
He is on Fairly Odd Parents. Good job, Anthony. I didn't know
Boom!
that, man.
How about that knowledge?
Yeah, wow. Incredible. Well, you're Joey Fat One. Oh.
Wow.
Love Joey Fatone. Dude is awesome.
He was in my Big Fat Greek Wedding. I remember watching that in high
He
school.
was
Like,
also in Rent.
why is Joey Fatone in my Big Fat Greek
Can we
Wedding?
fat one?
He like does Food Network stuff. He's like a diet version of Guy Fieri, like a discount Guy Fieri. Hell yeah, I would
You
definitely
fucking
be
tickled
doing stuff.
Anthony deep inside of him. He just loved that too much. Look at him. He's still laughing.
Oh God, that was good.
So on behalf of our boy band ensemble,
This is why people listen to our podcast, because you get.
Thank you
Giants
so much
baseball.
for listening to the Boy Band Reject podcast. I mean, Shelter on Base. If you haven't already, please subscribe, like our show, and we'll see you all again next week. The Giants will be. We're playing the same teams again.
The same team.
So weird.
Why are they playing the same 3 at Colorado, 3 at home versus the Padres? I just feel like it's Groundhog Day over and over and over again with this schedule.
And over again.
And over again. So do this again next Sunday. Sound good, everybody? Yeah. All right.
Sounds good.
See you then.
Put Anthony in the Hall of Fame.
Jeez.